Discord check all up again so that like I can get my camera, but we should be good. It'll take like a 5-second process. All right. Let me know when you started stream and I will raid and then we can continue. Oh, you did? Perfect. It's okay, Toby. Just join the raid. You can't even prep this because what? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a second to do cropping. I'm gonna end my stream, X out Streamlabs, X out Discord, come back into Discord, clear out my table so I can actually do D&D stuff, and then I'm gonna come back. And I'll be ready. Oh, fun! We love it when that happens. Oh, you broke it. Oh, we love that. Okay, I'm gonna clear out my table real quick. While you figure out your technicality difficulties. What's up? As you should. As you should. Oh, did you vote in the D&D chat, by the way? Good, good, good. Okay, yeah, it's pretty unanimous again. Y'all really like the side. Y'all really like the one shots. Y'all didn't end early. Y'all, we ended on time. Like, we actually would have gone overtime if I had continued the story. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I never used that, so I don't. If it was a thing, I would be able to. I am picking out the good dice. Dice that are good for the team. All right. So, just for clarification, this is back in time from when I jumped in on Haytham's private session, correct? Okay. Yeah. So I'm not. My hand's not bleeding right now. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. Take your time. I'm making sure I have all my dice. Which is me. Which is bothering me a lot. Oh, never mind. Mm. Why don't you have another scene for private sessions? It's really easy to do. All you got to do is copy your scene, and then you can just delete the other things. Well, let's do it right now. It'll look prettier. Do what? Fixed it. I just hovered over the VC and I clicked on the listening thing, and now I can hear your music. No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Bro, while you're setting through that, I'm going to talk to you about what I've been doing at work. So I've been teaching lessons over weaponized incompetence. You're aware of what that is, right? A stream cannot hear you talking. Stream, can you hear me talking? Make sure your mic source is working. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. No, that'll do it. Okay, so weaponized incompetence. So I've been teaching the weaponized incompetence, and the hardest thing about this is like when I'm checking for comprehension and stuff, I'll have kids like trying to rationalize it. Like they're like, well, I mean, like, can it be used for good though? And I'm like, no, it's manipulation. No. You were in a high school class, okay?
the kids did not it was a sociology class, and they were going over pretty much, I guess, the idea of gender, sexuality, attraction, all that stuff. And they could not.
You can be heard now on stream.
Yeah, I just turned off the voice mod. Nobody spent anything on the voice mod because it's broken right now. But yeah, so pretty much what happened is a lot of the boys could not comprehend that pretty much there are some people that can identify, even though like their sex, right, is whatever they were born as, right? But they could not comprehend why somebody would want to be, like, their gender be, like, let's say if they were born male or their sex is male, they were, mic dropping, their gender or their gender identity was, like, female, let's say. And they thought weird.
Yeah.
Even in terms of, like, sexual attraction, they didn't understand why. They didn't understand, and they just thought it was weird that fucking there was people that were into, like, the same gender. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was that too. Also, hi VG. Sorry guys, I don't have my chat open either because.
Why would you say that to me?
What?
You say, why would you call me VG?
But I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
Yeah. It is funny that Vajay hopped in just as that happened. But yeah, I was like talking to him and I was like, yeah, so weaponized incompetence is when you feign being incompetent at something so that someone does it for you, in a way that, like, either frustrates them to the point they never ask you to do it again, or waste people's time because you aren't even going to try doing it before you ask about it.
Yeah.
Which makes people not want to ever talk to you. And I had kids being like, well, I mean, like, it's kind of necessary, like, because, you know, for there to be competent people, there needs to be incompetent people. I'm like, no.
That's not how that's not how the world works, bruh. That is not how the world
works. Sure, like, you can use them sure, if you want to talk about a scale, fine.
But, like, the thing
this is faking incompetence. This isn't real incompetence.
And either way, there's no purpose in being incompetent. There's absolutely no purpose. The point of incompetency, it's not even, like, it's the way I'm trying to word this.
Incompetency is a starting point.
Exactly. You're supposed to grow from that point. So, like, that's just a dumb rationalization. And children.
What was worse is I shut them down. I was like, no, that makes no sense. And then they got, like, all butthurt. They got all butthurt, and they were like, fine, I'm just not gonna talk. And I'm like, okay, promise?
I was like, bro, that's your choice. I literally, it's like when my client's like, I'm not going to be happy. And I'm like, okay, that's your choice. You don't have to be happy, but you still need to do your work.
Yeah, like, they'll be like, oh, I'm just not going to talk. And I'm like, are you seriously, for once? Oh my god, thank you. What did I do to deserve this?
Like,
and I pissed off another kid, because there's another kid, I sent this kid to the office last Friday. This is the kid that's really giving me a lot of issues on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to talk to her mom. And I'm guessing she got whooped when she got home because she came into class today, didn't say a fucking word, and, like, was, like, being super disconnected. And I pulled her outside and I was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like, are you okay at home?"
Such an asshole.
I was like, "Are you okay at home?" Like, knowing full well why she's, like, being, like, how she is. She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Quiet. I'm like, do you need to go get some water or something? Like, because you look really tired. She's like, "No, why do you think I'm tired?" I'm like, "Because you're laying down in my class and falling asleep."
She just doesn't want to say shit.
No, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay, then how about we just be more engaged? Because this is a very important skill for you to learn. And she was like, I don't know how we can do that. And I'm like, well, can I give you an idea? She's like, fine. And I was like, we can try sitting up and putting our fingers on our keyboard, because that'll let our brain know that we need to start doing work.
I like how it's a high schooler. It's a high schooler, right? That's acting like that.
Yeah.
It's a high schooler. Yes. Dude, that's the type of shit that fucking middle schoolers and, like, elementary school kids do. Like, literally,
you gotta remember, these are freshmen. They haven't gone to real school in 2 years. So they act like 6th graders.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
that makes sense. I didn't know that.
I have to become 6th grade Eli and be like, well, we can't do that And it was so funny because she was like just pouting the entire class, being all huffy. And she went to another teacher's class, and the teacher's like my best friend, and we were talking, and he was like, "Yeah, that student was like, saying, I'm going to talk in Mr. Morell's class again now," and he came up and was like, "Did you tell him that? Like, did he smile when you said that?" Like,
Damn,
I
bro.
want to tell him that. It'll make his day. It's like,
Damn, bro.
yeah, I'm glad you're not talking in my class, because when you
They need to
talk,
just-
bad things come out.
They just need to go and make you the disciplinary, man. Should not be you.
Dude, that's the thing. I'm so chill. Like, I'm so nice. Like,
I don't know,
all
bro.
of the kids that act good in my class, like, they know I'm so nice. It's when y'all start fucking pushing my boundaries that I'm like, y'all want to try me. Y'all forget I'm in the same generation. I know exactly what makes y'all tick. I know how to get y'all on your Achilles heel. Your opinion is not valid. Boom. You're broken for 3 days.
Oh my god, I forgot. I made the wrong type of duplicate. Fuck. Okay. That's so fucking annoying. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just like, this is fucking dumb.
No, we
Are
got
you
you.
sure you're listening, Sydney? Are you sure?
Shut up. Don't you fucking use that shit with me.
So, Haytham, this is before the events of last night.
Do we even want to talk about what is supposed to what happened last session?
I think
Oh,
it'll
we
be
can.
fun for stream. They'll just like hear it in real time whenever that happens.
We can recreate it. That'd be great.
But we don't have Blanco.
Well, we're missing
Well, we
one.
can have you play Blanco.
I can't do
You
it
were
justice.
there, you know.
I can't do it justice. I can't do it justice.
I selectively smart.
He's
to be fair,
he's very salty.
You both kind of metagame a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie. I already mean it and I talked about it. But his character just makes me mad, and then it just gets me going. It gets me going. But
I don't understand why he makes you so mad.
because he'll have these moments where he's so complex and thorough on what he's saying, and then immediately go back to no, no.
I mean,
he's
in terms
catching
of-
air.
I mean, in terms of actually speaking, he's never actually said anything very intellectual.
That's
he has
true.
always
That
spoken
is a
like
fair
very
point.
simple. It's just the way his thought process is that bothers Vache.
Also, I know Ethan. It's also I know Ethan, and Ethan is a very smart person. So it's like my mind is like, listen, like it's just I don't know, bro. It's like grinding everything in me.
It's because your mind knows that Ethan's doing it on purpose, so you're mad at Blanco.
Yes.
That's funny.
We're gonna leave it like this because I don't want to spend any more time trying this. So
No, that's fair. Who else is supposed to show up?
So Quinn is supposed to be late. Blanco's gonna be late. I don't know how late, but he's gonna be late. I know Quinn
And
said
Spaz
that
is not going to be here.
Yeah, Spaz is not here. Quinn said she would be about halfway through the session, so we'll see what happens in terms of that.
Yeah.
If you guys want to talk about what happened last time at all, like from the actual session
Yeah,
of what happened last time, and then get into like the actual like
Last session.
secret session.
Last session, we finished up the haunted house. We de-hauntified it thanks to Jason's quick thinking and
Statham.
superior intellect.
Big brain. Big brain Jason.
He hugged a teddy bear and ran a race car around a wall and went vroom vroom. He solved all the world's issues.
He
Mm-hmm.
solved world hunger even.
Yeah. We found out Haytham has never watched a Bill Murray movie, which apparently neither has Vajay, but we told him not to watch it because it would make the bit even funnier. So we had a Bill Murray night, and then after the Bill Murray night, before the Bill Murray night, we went to go talk to Mama Lobo, or Mama Friend, as Blanco has named her. And Mama Lobo told us some stuff. Jason doesn't really remember, if I'm being honest.
Do you remember Hatham?
Yeah.
When was this talk? Which talk?
When Mama Lobo talked to us the last time. So last week.
Oh shit. I I remember like trying to stay the fuck out the way while somebody said something stupid that almost pissed her off. Somebody said something that almost pissed Mama Lobo off, and then Hatham was just sort of he hung with the people who are not pissing her off. He just sort of went.
So, what did Mama Lobo say to us? I don't. It seems like neither of us
You
remember.
know, I would be lying to you if I said I remember. It's been a long week.
Personally, you guys did not actually speak to Mama Lobo. You guys came straight home and pretty much did your thing. You guys did. You didn't tell her a single fucking thing. Yet, at least.
How did she know that?
About?
Oh, because Lily came back.
Yeah, she came back and we found her all fucked up, like the fucking deer in the headlights. She was like, oh.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
So
You
Lily
guys
came
did
back.
not find...
We did talk to her for a second because Lily was
I
there,
went home
and
a
Lily
little
came out
bit.
from behind Lobo.
I went home a little bit early. I know Spaz and you, Jason, y'all stayed behind. I think you, Blanco, and Spaz stayed behind to follow those tracks. Me, Quinn went to her house. I went back to the reservation because it was starting to get close to daybreak. And then y'all came.
Actually, Quinn stayed with you guys. She stayed with you guys, and you guys had the Bill Murray night.
She went to the reservation? Okay.
Yep, because
Yeah,
it
because
was
she couldn't make it to her house in time.
pretty much. And then pretty much, I think we ended around there.
Yeah.
And so, I guess we'll get started then.
Anybody want some General Tso's? Chicken? No? Okay.
Now, I had some pizza.
So, we're gonna start this session, like I said earlier, like a little different. So technically this is intertwined with not intertwined, but like, I guess intertwined with a secret session since we have like almost half the group gone. So, pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how far we get with this secret session or how it goes. I'm hoping that it'll only take about half the session. Maybe. And then if not, we can pretty much kind of explain what the fuck happened with Hatham, to your knowledge at least, from Jason's point of view or whatever. Because you pretty much passed the fuck out during that. And so we can kind of deal and see where it goes from there. Okay. So, Jason.
Yes.
You pretty much before, so it's the following day. It's pretty much from the previous night. So it's pretty much, what date is it? I haven't even updated the fucking calendar on here. It is the 12th of January. So it's a Sunday. And so,
Oh,
pretty
fuck,
much.
it's a Sunday.
pretty much, you spent most of the day sleeping. Because
Of course.
y'all were up all night having your Bill Murray party. Without Hatham, just everybody else but Hatham.
Yes. Hatham's a hater.
So, although you slept in for the day,
Professional hater.
since you slept in for the day, you did kind of wake up in the early evening. You woke up before any of the others had woken up. Especially like the other vampires. At least the ones with you. And so, you woke up bright and late, and pretty much decided to go for a run, your usual thing, just to make sure that your gym was fine. Plus, it's your daily thing that you do anyway. It's just kind of a late start now. Thankfully, it's not too hot yet. So, you spend your time, you pretty much get ready, get dressed, everybody's still out, clothed, and you head out the door. And as you're heading out the door, you can kind of see that some of the reservation folk are kind of doing their own thing. Mama Lobo, specifically from what you can tell, is sitting over by her trailer. She's sitting on like a little bench that she has. But she doesn't seem to pay you any mind. It almost looks like she's just observing the rest of the people that are, and children, that are doing their own thing. As you make your way out, you take your run. And here, let me pull up something real quick. Because I forgot that I needed to pull this up, because this is for all of your reference and for the people watching's reference. Let's pull this up. So you're pretty much heading towards your gym. As you're doing your little jog. Is there anything in particular that you would like to do while you are on your way to your gym?
While I'm on the way, whenever I can, I'm gonna like stop and like check my phone and see if I get a message from Essence.
So, as you are making your way still, you take a look at your phone. There seems to be nothing yet. Although, it's not exactly... The sun isn't out anymore. It's about 7, close to 8. And because of that, it's pretty much dark out. And once you make it specifically to your gym, location on your phone. And guess who it is? It is your favorite individual. It is Essence, actually. And so, pretty much the text message says, "Hey, are you free still today? Or tonight?"
So I'm checking out my gym, right? And then I get
Yes.
to, like, do I get it as I get to the gym?
Pretty much, as you're walking in.
I will message back, yes. Just checking on some things at my gym. If you want to meet me there.
Okay. So, you send that text. And within a few minutes... Not a few minutes. Just literally about a minute. You get a reply back saying... Okay, well, whenever you're free, or whenever you're done with what you're doing, meet me at this location. And she sends you pretty much her location.
Okay, is that what you're showing on stream right now?
I'm trying to. I'm going to show you guys in a second, as soon as I can figure out fucking how bad this is going to fuck up my cropping. Because I fucked up and I forgot that it's going to mess with my cropping. No!
I can look at it on stream.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you would like to do that.
Yeah.
So, pretty much...
So if you want to make sure your map is like the only thing that's showing without like all the side shit, you can just alt click it to crop it.
Also, I can do this. There we go. F11 makes it full screen.
That's true.
Yes. So, you're pretty much at this location, which is your gym. The location that she sent you when putting it into your map is pretty much... Oops. Is this location. Which,
Okay.
just from your knowledge, it's not like... You wouldn't know this is specifically, like, as the character. Like, this is that territory. It's just within that territory for your knowledge as a player. And I'm going to put a location about...
So she's in like the purple?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much at Lake Balboa.
All right, that's more than a few miles away.
Yeah. So as comparatively to from your gym, it kind of is a ways away.
Okay, so if that's the case, while he's doing his stuff, once he's like getting towards the end of it, he's gonna see if he can get like an Uber or some shit.
You know what? Just to humor myself, specifically, I'm gonna do this. Hold up, let me exit this full screen. I'm gonna move this over here, and then I'm gonna do this. F11.
You're gonna do an Uber calculator?
No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have you. Why don't you roll something for that?
No.
Just to
What am I rolling?
humor myself. I'm gonna have you do. Let's see. Why don't we do investigation and I guess a presence?
Investigation and presence.
Yeah, we'll do that. Boop.
Interesting.
Hello, kitty. My fucking shit is frozen.
I got 1 success.
1 success? Okay.
Yes.
So, as you are scrolling through the Uber app, you were fortunate enough to find something that was slightly discounted.
Yeah, let's go. Promo code Larkin Chick.
Exactly. And so you make your way towards. You sit in the Uber. From what you can tell, the guy who's driving this Uber takes maybe 5 minutes, and he seems very closed off. Doesn't really seem like he wants to have a chit chat with you. He just says hi, and then as you're getting into the car itself. And he quickly, once you're all buckled in and ready to go, he pretty much just starts quickly heading to where your location has sent him. And as you head down, it's pretty uneventful. If anything, the only thing that's really, I'd assume, crossing your mind is probably what's going to happen. Right? I assume?
Yeah, he's definitely thinking, like, he's not too concerned with what's the, like, meeting about. He's more like, what kind of meeting, you know? Like, is this like a Tinder meeting? Is this like some kind of, like, toga party orgy thing that I got invited to without knowing? Like,
I love how horny Jason is. It's one of
I
my
know!
favorite traits of his.
like,
Oh my god.
is he about to get killed and kidnapped? Like, he doesn't know, but he's like, all for it. Let's see what happens.
So, as you drive down there, pretty much, you finally arrive at the location. It takes you from traffic, it takes a good, 30 minutes. Thankfully, this dude was able to take the carpool lane, which was nice. No traffic on that bitch. So, it only took about maybe 30 minutes.
This really is fantasy.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, so as you guys make your way to the location, you know that there is a lake that is in this area. Not a huge lake, but somewhat nearby, you know? And although it's pretty busy per se. You're kind of near a nice park. And this area, even though it's early evening, like I said, and it's a Sunday, it's pretty busy. So you guys park into this parking lot, and as he pretty much stops and pretty much drops you off. He looks back at you before you get out, the driver, and is like, have a nice night.
You too. Thank you for the ride.
And with that, you get out of the car, you make your way to this specific area, and you see the one and only, the one and only.
The legendary, the infamous SS!
And so, she's currently wearing what looks to be, she's wearing the same leather jacket that you saw her with, but she's wearing a different dress. Instead of a black one, it's white with pretty much, it's white with blue flowers on the ends of it. And it's not a super long dress. It's about up to her knees. She stares out pretty much, looking at what looks to be, well, the lake that you see. And she's just waiting patiently.
Okay. I'm going to approach, and as I walk up, say, this is a very public place for a vampire meeting.
As you walk up, she turns. But she pretty much turns. And she looks to you. And then you see that she had more of a serious, she had a serious look on her, but when she saw you, her face seemed to soften, and she smiles. Oh, you're early. She checks her phone. Well,
This is the face Jason's making you as a head. Hold on. Actually, what's perception again?
perception. That
Yeah.
is investigation and wits, I believe.
Investigation and wits. I'm gonna see if Jason even fucking notices. No. Fucking serious.
Just fucking flies over his head.
Man.
Literally, just straight up a guy. This is literally a guy. And
That's
so,
my boy.
as you know, sorry.
Yeah, I saw the chat.
So, as you know, as she raises an eyebrow, but then looks away, again, looking back at the lake. Just so you know, this isn't the actual location for the actual meeting. I just brought you here because...
That makes sense. You brought me here because what?
I brought you here because I just like this area. You know, I'm not from Cali, but I don't know. I guess I haven't really seen a lot, but this is a place that I like. I hope you don't mind. I mean, I was killing time anyway. It's still early.
He looks at the fact that there's no sun in the sky and is like, yeah, early.
Well, early for me, or for my kind.
Fair enough. Oh no, this is a pretty spot. So, how did you find this area?
Well, that night when I met you, I guess. Pretty much I was on my way over to where I needed to be. And I happened to pass by this spot, and I thought it was really gorgeous. And Jason, as you can see, like, it's a nice lake. It's not super lit up, but at least imagining a moon around this area, it would probably look amazing.
Yeah.
And so, pretty much I just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to show you. But we can start heading over there if you'd like.
I don't know, when does the meeting start?
She looks at her phone again. It starts in about like 10, 20 minutes.
And what's the like the attendance policy for these kind of things? Like it fashionably late, like is that acceptable? Is early late, late's on time type deal?
Well, between you and me, I'm not exactly just your regular kindred. So, honestly, I can arrive at any time. But, either way, it doesn't matter. It's more of a. It's not really a meeting, per se. It's a celebration.
Celebration of what?
You see that she, like. She. She laughs a little. So, I know that. At least from what I know from werewolves, you all celebrate a lot of things for your ancestors and stuff of that nature, correct?
Uh, I'm going to say sure. Again, very new to this whole thing. I've only been here for like a month, so I wouldn't know.
At least from what I've experienced before. I've noticed that you all are very in touch with the spirit realm, I believe it's called.
I have heard mention of that. So people have talked about that for sure.
Well, so do you know anything about Kindred? Like at all?
No, honestly, it sounds like a metal band.
Again, she laughs. So kind of how I think I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if you guys have groups or anything like that. So pretty much we have something called covenants, right? So some vampires tend to belong to these covenants. The ones that we have are, I believe, the Odu Dracul, the Carthians, and the Circle of the Crone, and the Invictus. Well, it seems like California is very similar to New York, and so pretty much, well, the covenant that I'm part of is called the Circle of the Crone. And it's not I mean, I'm kind of the Hierophant of New York.
Hierophant? Is that like a higher up? Like a leader?
Yes, leader, yes. And so, being in the Circle of the Crone, we do celebrate the spirits as well. We believe that, well, I don't like saying it was something, it's nothing to be ashamed of to be a kindred. We embrace who we are, and, you know, I don't particularly like confrontation, but there are some covenants that don't particularly believe in the same things that we do. We perform magic and of the sorts. And so, yeah, I guess you can call me a blood witch.
That
You see-
explains the blood bush. Oh, that all makes sense.
You see that she kind of looks
That-
down. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you roll a, let's see. Roll a...
Intelligence checks come up with something smarter to say.
No. Why don't you roll an empathy and intelligence?
Empathy. Oh, I actually have points in empathy. Empathy and intelligence. So this is 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, empathy. Okay. I think that's 1 success.
Okay. So, Jason, from what you can tell by looking at Essence's expression. She looks almost somewhat like it's almost a disheartened or like saddened look, but mixed with concern.
He's gonna look to her and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are blood bushes a sore topic for you?"
It's not the blood bush. It's just
No?
you know, before I came, being here reminds me of things. And seeing that this covenant is still in the process of becoming something amazing. It's just sometimes has me worried. There are some The problem with vampires is that, or kindred, whatever you want to call us, is that unlike you can actually properly feel, if that makes sense. And
Properly what?
feel things. And kindred, we tend to emulate what we think we should feel, if that makes sense. And so it's hard to understand if it's true justice or true love or anything of that nature, even sadness. I'm just rambling, I'm sorry.
No, I'm genuinely confused. If I'm being honest. Because I have a friend, Hatham. I don't know if you know him. I do not know his last name. He's in a fight with some other vampire lady. She came in, held a gun to his... He's about to get an automatic shotgun to blow her away. It's gonna be a whole thing. But he keeps talking about how physically he can't feel cold or warm. He just is. So if y'all can't physically or emotionally feel anything, what's the point?
I don't know. That's what a lot of vampires try to feel. Something that I learned years ago is that although we can't actually feel, we can still think of what's right and wrong. And something that I've also struggled with. There was somebody a long time ago, right before I became a kindred. He promised me the world. And once I was a kindred, he up and left. And you see that she she turns to you, right? And she takes a step closer. I don't know what it is about your eyes, but they remind me of his.
Wait, hold on. Pause.
Uh-huh.
Mental pause.
Uh-huh.
Jason's gonna hear that. He's gonna try to read the situation, try to see if she's about to do something bad to him. Because he just heard her talk about a man that was with her. And as soon as she was a kindred, he up and left. So he's trying to make this into some revenge killing, because he's watched enough nightly news to know that that's a thing that happened.
Oh my god. So are you rolling for something, or do you want to roll for something, or?
I want to roll for something.
Okay, that's fine.
Because he doesn't want to ruin the moment in case he's wrong. Because he's regularly wrong. But he doesn't...
He doesn't understand. He doesn't get the concept. It's fine.
Yeah, he's trying his best.
What would be a good insight? So, why don't you do expression, manipulation, resolve? I'll give you that.
I literally only roll one die, and it's not even a chance die at this point because of the resolve you added in.
Wait, so don't you have 2 dice?
No, because I get -1 for
Oh yeah.
expression, and I only have 1 in manipulation, and then I have 1 in resolve. I'm gonna use willpower.
Okay.
They give me 2 extra dice, right?
That's 3 extra dice.
That's a lot better. Yes! I got a 10!
Cool.
And that 10 gave me another 9. So I have 2 successes.
Okay. Listen,
Oh.
from what you can tell, as she's stepping closer, or she stepped closer, she has this look in her eyes. It's almost sensual in nature. But it doesn't seem like she's trying to hurt you at all. If anything, it's probably has something to do with what she's kind of talking about.
Okay. So he's gonna not know how to respond in a smooth way. So he's going to say, "Oh," like just saying, like having her continue. He's like, "I know what to do in this situation." Let the woman speak.
You see that she pauses for a moment, kind of looking at you, but then she quickly turns away. She seems to like almost kind of pat down her dress a little bit. You know, maybe we should probably head to the place.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, unless you have other plans.
Jason's gonna say, so he's gonna follow up that. Are you sure? He's gonna follow that up. He's gonna follow up his "Are you sure?" with, "Do you want to stare at my arms some more? My eyes some more, because that'd be fine. I didn't mind that." Jason's not smooth at all. This is his best.
Jason Statham is the smoothest man ever. Okay, you got
This is
this,
Jason
man.
Cook, not Statham.
He's basically the same person.
Oh my god, bro. You see that Essence. She looks at you and she gives you a small smile. I mean, you're just tempting me with a good time, but she looks at her phone, or she pulls out her phone and looks at it. And she says, "But we should probably get going." But maybe if we have some time after, I can stare at
course.
them for a little longer.
Jason in his head is going full, like... Like, as soon as she turns away, he's like...
The ghostly voice of Hatham speaks out. Go get it, boy. Go get it.
The voice of his father comes from above.
You winning, son?
And the answer is yes.
My god. Jesus.
Yeah, so Jason's gonna follow from a very respectable distance. Actually, no, he's
So-
probably gonna like walk with her.
So, you do that, Jason, and she takes you to a farther location. And, if anything, this location is. It's a little bit closer to the park on the map. So, it takes a bit of a walk, honestly. But as time passes, this. You know what? Actually, never mind. Retract. I'm gonna take you over here. Oops. I'm gonna take you down over
Okay,
here.
cool.
I cannot pick this up. Okay.
It
we'll
makes
go-
no difference to me.
We're gonna go over here. This is a very long walk. That it did not take that fucking long. So, pretty much, she takes you through the city that you are near, and it's quite a walk away. If anything, she takes you. This takes at least a good, like, on foot, like, at least 20 minutes. And I assume, is there anything you want to tell her as you guys are walking?
Jason's just gonna ask her how she got into blood magic specifically.
Okay.
Look while they're going, just because he's curious.
Okay. So this was years ago. Well, so back before I was a kindred, I used to party a lot. I used to go out a lot. I used to have fun a lot. I used to do all kinds of bullshit. And a lot of it was stupid. And that's how I met him. So, we were together for a bit, and he convinced me. He convinced me to become kindred. He promised me the whole world that we would be together forever and all that nonsense. And once he pretty much finished, he left me. He left me in a hotel. He left me there. And pretty much I was on my own. Once I joined the Circle of the Crone, they pretty much found me. There was a woman, Van Sangwas, and she was our Hierophant. She welcomed me into the group. It was Janice who really brought me in, and she was such a shitty friend, but I know that in some weird way she did care. And that's how I was brought into this covenant. Ever since I've been part of this covenant, since it's been about maybe 23 years, maybe 20 years, maybe. I'm not even sure anymore. It's been 20 years since I originally lost my covenant. But I took up the mantle to try and bring back what it should have been. And so even now, like, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure that this covenant here in California is working and not doing or making the same mistakes my covenant did. Especially now with social media and all that, it's so much easier to figure out how to, get in contact with other leaders and figure out what their plans are, what they're trying to do, their ethics, all of that stuff. And so, at least for me, it's something that's important. And I try to, at least from the last meeting that I went to, a lot of the acolytes, I've been trying to explain to them that it's important to, we may be undead, but we shouldn't be heartless. I was an addict before as well. And so this was something to help, per se.
So, are a lot of the new acolytes coming in trying to use the power that they get to just further their own ends?
Yes. A lot of what I'm starting to see is they're not united. And I feel as though a covenant should be united. Maybe even if they weren't doing the most moral things, they still should be united in some way. At the end of everything, when I lost my covenant, I saw that although they were trying to do things that weren't exactly good, they still cared for me. At the end of the day, they fought for me, and unfortunately they all perished because of my own doing.
You went out and killed them?
Not physically. It was mistakes
How
I
was you-
made.
What did you do that killed them?
Do me a favor, why don't you roll a perception?
Yeah, he is like not like he's just like fully just like what? Perception. Perception I have 6, I think. Okay, I got 1 success.
One success? Okay. Jason, from what you can see, the saddened look she had before is deeper. There is, if she could if she actually let it all out, she would probably just, how do I explain this? Fuck. Sorry.
She looked like she's gonna break down.
A little bit. Not break down,
Okay.
but kind of like lose it a little bit.
As soon as he sees that, he's gonna roll another perception check. Okay, I got 2 successes. What's the most random thing happening in the air?
You know, there are some, at least at the moment, since you guys are almost there while you're having this conversation, there, like, at least from what you can hear and also have noticed, there seems to be, like, a couple just randomly, like, going off on each other, just screaming at each other at the top of their lungs, have no shame, are just going off.
Okay. He'll find something else in the area. Something maybe not like aggressive, but like something like a homeless man peeing on something. Like something that's like gonna totally change the mood and like not be any kind of anything.
Negativity. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Like the kind of thing I'm looking for, I think.
so as you two are walking, besides the two people that are going off at each other, there seems to also be somebody who seems like they're probably drunk, who is stumbling around. And he seems like he's trying to, like, unbuckle his pants. But he's having a hard time doing this. And even then, he's literally out in public. And he's starting to face the wall, the closest wall to him. But it seems like he just cannot get his zipper down.
So while he sees that she's like about to fucking lose it, he's gonna like realize that, he's gonna look over and he's gonna like point that guy out and be like, "Oh, I guess that's something that you won't be missing." Pointing out how drunk he is and how he is stumbling trying to get his pants off in the middle of the fucking street.
1 second. Roll something real quick.
That's the funniest thing Eli could think of. Not I think Jason might have thought of something funnier, but Eli could not.
You see that she looks over at you? And then she she looks over at where you're pointing, and then she smirks a little bit, but even though what you said was actually kind of funny, she seems to just not really, you can tell that she's like kind of trying to bring herself together, and she smiles just slightly. And that's funny.
So he's gonna take that and he's gonna just kind of change the subject. He's like, so, I'm not really understanding what the celebration is, to be honest, fully. So what's the occasion that we're going to? What's the occasion we're making entrance? Also, am I welcome there, or am I gonna act like I'm a vampire? Like, do I have to get like fangs and go blah blah blah? Like, am I gonna have to do that? Or what's gonna happen here? What's the plan?
Well, this celebration is... Okay, so pretty much this is of the moon. Although there's no moon currently, it's kind of a day long... It's like a... kind of a week kind of long ordeal. This is the first night. And so, pretty much, it's celebrating... the goddess of the moon. And so all we do tonight is pretty much, you know, we have drinks, well, we have vitae or blood, we have pretty much just, you know, we all give thanks to the moon. Well, the goddess of the moon. It's just a long thing. Also, there may not be stuff there that may be the most positive, but it's something that I would say don't be worried, is all I'm saying. If anybody asks you, pretty much just say that you're...
That I'm
I don't
what?
know. You're my ghoul. And if anybody tries to make a big deal about it, just tell me. But yeah, just... It shouldn't be an issue. They shouldn't give you a problem.
Alright. So act like you're a ghoul. So the only ghouls I've encountered were in this game I played a couple years back called Fallout, and these ghouls were ghouls from radiation. Do I have to act like a zombie? How do I act like a ghoul? I've met them in a haunted mansion, but they looked like drug addicts. Do I look like a drug addict? Are you saying like I need to change my regimen, or?
No, 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 no. What ghouls are pretty much, we consider them servants. I don't really have any ghouls personally. The last one I had was, again, she pauses. Just thinking more. She was somebody that, I got really close with, and, she mattered a lot to me. But all I'm saying is that it's not exactly a good thing to become a ghoul. Although kindred have the need for vitae, think of like a ghoul needing vitae as well, but specifically from a kindred. And this can turn into an addiction. And it causes a lot of changes in them, and can also make it so that they can be almost enslaved. And after my last experience, I don't exactly enjoy that. I don't like that responsibility, and I don't like doing that to people.
Okay. Understood. Does anyone else know that you think that? Because that makes my lie a lot harder if they do.
Okay. And again,
Do I just have to act?
Just be yourself.
Be myself. Perfect. I act like a ghoul. I've been
Act
told
like-
that before.
Act like you love me.
Okay. He's gonna roll composure.
He's gonna blush. Oh shucks, I mean yuck.
Wait. So. Yeah. I'm gonna do composure. Oh no! Oh wow! Okay, I got a 10, but then that's my only success. He does not blush. He does not. He just is like, okay.
You see that she continues walking. I mean, do you have any other questions? Well, we're
No,
still-
I have no other questions. I just suggest that you lead the way on this, because if I do, I will do or say something that will end up making us a subplot in a Bill Murray movie, and I do not want that.
Okay. It's no problem. So, you two finally walk into the location. To which
Wait,
you
as
can
we're about to walk in, hold on.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna say one thing. Actually, I do have one question.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
Do vampires have their own popular culture?
What do you mean?
Like, humans have their culture of like what was popular during these times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do vampires have that as well? Or does it just align with whatever's popular for the humans?
We usually try to be more intertwined with the humans. I mean,
Okay.
we still enjoy things like the humans do.
Okay.
And plus, I mean, yes, we have our own beliefs and rituals, but in terms of popular culture, usually with whatever's popular at the moment.
Okay. So, is Bill Murray popular among vampires?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't particularly have a care for Bill Murray, but I mean, yeah, I guess.
We can worry about that later. I just need to settle an argument. That is all this was.
Okay. So, you two walk into this location. And as you guys are approaching, there's a lot more trees here. It looks a lot more secluded. You guys pretty much went from Balboa Lake all the way to Encino. This was kind of a far distance. And at least from where Essence is specifically leading you, this specific area is more secluded. There's a lot more greenery, trees, this giant lake again. Well, more of a reservoir, but yeah. And so, pretty much, as you approach, you can kind of see there is a location that's near this reservoir, and there's an area specifically that has actually, like, it has a pretty good size of people. All these people are women. They're mostly women, and they all seem to be wearing black dresses. And so, you see a bunch of them. Their skin is pale as the full moon. A lot of them seem to be chatting amongst one another. There is a specific altar that lays, and it kind of looks like, give me 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. I'm grabbing something and I'm gonna put it in the fucking references thing in the Discord.
Go into that now.
It kind of looks like this. Copy image. Not character reference. References. There we go. So it looks kind of like this. And so.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking freaky.
And so.
Like, this is just in a public park?
It's not one that's actually just sitting out. It's more of like, it looks like it's been placed there.
It looks like what?
It looks like it's been placed there. Like, specifically right there. Like, it probably got transported here. And so, pretty much, you see that Essence pretty much takes you kind of to the side. Not so much in the crowd, but nearby the crowd. To which you can kind of see that there are some of the crones seem to be looking over in your direction.
And he is going to look at them, kind of like wave. Hi.
You see that they look over at you. They look up and down at you, and then they turn away, and then begin talking to one another again.
That was a good move.
And also, as you two are standing together, kind of, not really awkwardly, because it seems like Essence is just kind of vibing. She takes out her phone and looks at her phone, and checks the time. And then you see that another woman, she's also wearing a black dress. She has platinum white hair, and she approaches you. She approaches you both. She's wearing something similar to this. Well, not similar, but I'm fucking dumb. Hold up. She is wearing pretty much, she has long platinum hair, pale white skin. She's wearing black lipstick. Her eyes are almost snake-like. And She's also extremely beautiful. I'm gonna paste this again because, yeah. This woman approaches you. And
Oh.
as she approaches you two, you see that Essence looks over at her.
For chat.
Yep. And she has a small smile on her face, while Essence just has like a bright smile. Hey, Melissa. Are we going to get started soon? Darling, we're about to start. And who's this that you brought? Dinner?
Not knowing how to react, Jason bows at the mention of him. As soon as he's acknowledged, he just bows.
Oh, I see that he's well trained. Yeah. Very. This is Jason. He is my ghoul. But yes, I thought I would bring him here for the celebration. So at least he could get to know the location a little bit more. Plus, I mean, it's a celebration. Why, yes, darling. But, I mean, like I said, he's not as pale as I would hope. You see that
He's
she
gonna-
kind of...
He's gonna type up and say, "I'm new."
You see that she looks up and down at you. Why, my favorite, why don't you roll? What is the fucking roll? It's gonna be manipulation and subterfuge.
Oh no! I don't think I have what I am rolling a chance die.
Pretty much.
Not pretty much. I am. Like, I have 1 manipulation minus 1 unskilled. I have 0 dot. Okay, that die is gone. That die is also gone.
Watch that one on the floor. The
I rolled
first
a
one you
5.
dropped was a 10.
It was a 9.
Do you want to take the first one you rolled?
It was on the floor. Are we gonna count it?
I mean, as long as you didn't kick it or something.
I did not.
Then fine. We can
Hey,
take it.
just big toe to flip it.
Fuck yeah. Let's go.
You see that she looks at you up and down a few times, and then she gives you a small smile. Well, welcome. Welcome to the darkness. But, yes, we should get started. Melissa says, Kitty, can you please get off my thing? Okay. And so...
Damn.
Son of a bitch cat. So, in saying this, you see that she begins to walk towards the altar. And... Hold on, I need to change something real quick. Because it's not so, you know. So, you see that she walks up to this altar, and Essence stands right by you. And in watching this, I don't feel like this is the right kind of song. Hold on, I'm sorry. It needs to be perfect, man. It needs to be. Better. And so, pretty much, as she walks up to this altar, you see that she lifts a hand, and then she calls. It's almost like she's waving towards somebody to come. And in that, after about a few seconds, you see that at least 2 other individuals walk up Why don't you roll just a straight intelligence for me real quick?
Oh God.
This is also
2.
not correct. 2?
A 2 on the die.
Okay. You you don't even notice this, but pretty much instead of what you originally gonna notice, you notice that these two women who walk up, these ones specifically, from what you can see, they are not. This is not. I'm sorry. This is gonna bother me until I figure this out. This is too bumping, bro. I need something chill. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. But pretty much, as they walk up, they're almost linked in hands. So as they are walking up to this altar, they stand pretty much right. So Melissa is standing pretty much in front of the altar, but not exactly up close to it. Instead, these two individuals who walked up are standing right in front of this altar. And you can see that they are pretty much waiting. And so Melissa goes and says, everyone, you see that she's trying to gather everybody, and everybody turns and looks over towards her and the altar and 2 women. So, we are gathered here to celebrate the goddess of the moon. And I know all of you have been looking so forward to this. And some of our new acolytes have wanting to move up the ranks. I know I was just as excited as you all when I was in your place. And so, we will show our appreciation to the goddess of the moon throughout this next week. And we will start by offering. And then she pauses for a moment, and you see that she, from right behind these 2, she pulls out a knife, a dagger almost. It has a specific shape in terms of how sharp it is. And pretty much it's almost curled in a sense. And when she pulls that out, she pretty much goes closer to one of the women in front who are linked in hands. And she pretty much grabs onto one of them quickly, pretty much cuts through the neck of the first one, and then switches over to the other and cuts that one's neck quickly. And the second one, seeing that the first one had been cut, actually shows some panic. But before she can even react, Melissa's already cutting her throat. And so, as that happens, you see that the crowd begins to cheer, and the blood from these 2 women pretty much spews out. One of them, before Melissa had let go, it spewed out onto the altar. And the second one that Melissa is now holding on to, as she's bleeding out, you hear choking and gagging from this. And why don't you do me a favor and roll
Roll what? You cut out.
perception.
Oh, okay. 3 successes. One of them is a 10. 4 successes, and then 1 critical failure.
So from what you can see, Jason, you know, like from the corner of your eye, Essence specifically is somewhat turned away. But the ritual still commences. And so Melissa, with all of the crowd cheering her on, you can see that she lets go of this individual and lets the body fall to the floor. You still hear a bit of gagging for about a minute, and then finally silence from them, and instead the cheers are just... And as this happens, pretty much with the blood on the altar, pretty much what comes out of this altar is almost something similar to what you heard about Mama Lobo's kind of vision. Instead of fire, it's almost as if there's sort of smoke coming out of this altar from where the blood was. And it's a red smoke, and it rises towards the sky.
You busy?
And after a while, pretty much you see that Melissa is almost dancing, almost doing some sort of weird movement to correlate with this smoke rising, moving her hands, just enjoying the moment. She's covered in blood now. And so, after a while, there seems to be what looks to be another pretty much Essence softly whispers to you, "If you want to go, we can go."
It's happening.
Did you ask what's happening or it's happening?
What is happening?
This is how we celebrate this. We perform sacrifices. We do blood magic. It only makes sense. And as she finishes speaking, you see that Melissa looks over towards you two. "Essence, my dear, please come and join."
Is she walking towards them?
Yes.
Okay, as she's
starts
walking
to-
towards them.
Mm-hmm.
In his head, he's gonna think, "Oh, well, I'm fucking stuck here now."
Once
Time to act. Ghouly.
What?
Time to act ghouly.
As Essence walks up to where the altar is, you see that her soft smile, the really relaxed person you've been noticing ever since you've met her, seems to harden. "Everyone, I know that we're celebrating, but I just wanted to say that thank you all for being here tonight. But as I've said before, please make sure that you take care of one another. And take care that how do I even put this in words? Make sure the power does not go to your head," she says bluntly. But if any of you need any assistance or any kind of practice at all with any of your rituals, please let me know. I'm available to speak with you. And thank you, Melissa, for performing this ritual. But... And she looks over at you, Jason. Jason, what is the look on your face? Like, how are you feeling about all of this?
Can I make a wits composure roll?
Sure. Shit.
Okay, I got 2 critical successes. He's maintaining a straight face, but in his head, he's like, fuck!
But unfortunately, Essence continues, I will be taking my leave early tonight. I have other matters to attend to. But please, keep celebrating. I will see you all later this evening. But please again, take care of yourselves. And then you see again this cheering from the crowd. And then you see her walk back towards you. Why don't you roll a perception again to see if you notice this.
This is actually likely he might. He got 2 successes. One of them is a critical success.
So, as your eyes watch Essence, you take a glance over at the woman who Essence referred to as Melissa. She has her eyebrows slightly raised. She also has more of a... Her face looks almost mixed in terms of... It's not really happy, it's not confused, but it's not angry either. It's just more of confusion, if anything. Essence makes her way up to you. She pretty much whispers to you, "Let's go." And so she pretty much leads you back out from this specific area. You can feel that there are some of the crone that are looking your guys' general direction, specifically Melissa.
So I want to point out, as Jason is leaving, he has his head down and his hands crossed over the front of him, as that whisper has awoken things inside of him. So, that is why he is walking out like that.
Oh my god. And so she leads you back out into where you guys had just come from. And so do me a favor. Do a quick... Would that be perception? Yeah, you know what? Do a perception. See if you even notice this, since you seem to be more preoccupied with other things.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. If you look at the trees as you guys are walking out, or walking back towards the regular path, and as you guys are walking, there's a soft vibration that's coming from your phone. It's definitely not a phone call. It's just one bzz, and that's it. But before you can even react, once you both are out of Essence pretty much grabs your arm and pulls you closer. And once you guys are pretty much out of sight, mind you, and she pretty much pulls you into a bit of a makeout session.
Jason does not fight it. I will say this does fulfill Jason's trait of he does not reject sexual advances. He just does not actually actively. So he is fully in on this.
Okay. And so, pretty much what she does is that y'all are still technically near like some trees and stuff like that. It's kind of like a bushier area. And pretty much she pulls you pretty much into that area and kind of just you know,
If it gets more graphic than making out, we can just black screen it.
I was gonna say, pretty much as you two are making out, you guys spend quite a few hours together. Maybe not a few hours. Probably a little bit less.
I was gonna say a few hours.
A few hours. The fuck
I was gonna say. And
What did I
so
take before this?
we're gonna fade to black.
Yeah.
Station Rhino pill.
So, Jason, you got laid. GG's.
Achievement unlocked.
You got laid by a kindred. GG's.
We got laid by a stripper vampire. Let's go.
Yes. And so, after that time, after your great time, she finally, you both, well, putting back your guys' clothes on and stuff. You guys walk back to where she first led you. And pretty much looks at you as she's trying to fix her hair. Well, I hope you enjoyed that.
I did. I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping, but I wasn't expecting. But I like surprises.
Like I said, it's something about your eyes. And when I was up in front, I couldn't help myself. But I do actually need to go and take care of some things. So, we should do this again. I'm sorry if
you have my number.
I'm sorry if, what you saw was a little intense.
If it makes you feel any better, just less than 24 hours ago, I was exercising. So, I'm kind of starting to get used to the paranormal stuff. Although the blood fountain's very new to me. But it seems like I'm going to see blood anytime I'm around you anyways. First it was blood bushes, now it's blood fountains. There's a blood city, I'm out. I'm sorry. That's going to be my limit.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All I'm saying is
Is
that we
there-
could have had fun there too.
There's a blood city? He's not going to pick up on that being sarcastic.
She gives him a small wink and then boops his nose again and then starts to walk off.
He's gonna sit there for a couple of minutes. Mid putting his clothes back on. He's not even gonna finish putting his clothes. He's gonna sit there being like thinking about like what is a blood city? How? So that's where he is right now. And he's the only thing that's gonna snap him out is he realizes he needs to check his phone. because he remembers that buzz.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of like not exactly what happened in the thing, but you know, it's fine. It'll still work. But as you're looking at your phone, you see that you have a text message from a certain vampire, a certain Hatham, saying to close the door or hold the door closed.
The door closed. He's gonna text back, I'm not home. Send.
There is no response. But this text message looked urgent, and Hatham's not texted you before.
How far away is the what's it called from here?
The reservation? It is. Looking at the map, it's a good, like, what? It took you 30 minutes by car to get here from your gym, and your gym's not that far from the place.
Okay. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna try his hardest to go into his wolf form, but he's still not, like, good at it. So what would I roll?
So I'm gonna need you to roll a... Hold on, let me double check that roll real quick. Are you trying to go?
Timberwolf.
At that point, he's not even gonna worry about putting his clothes back on. The clothes don't transform with him, do they?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you to do a essence. Is it will? Essence and willpower?
No
But yeah.
spoilers.
Willpower.
No spoilers for Strain, but that means he's gonna have been naked during that whole. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ellie, that's. Oh. Oh.
So it's
So
gonna be.
willpower. So I have 2 willpower.
So it's
1, 2,
not
3,
gonna
4, 5,
it's not
6.
gonna cost you a willpower. What it's gonna do is pretty much you're gonna use the total of your willpower. That'll be your dice pool.
The total I have. Oh, the willpower total is what I that I have is my.
Yeah.
Willpower still is it still willpower plus essence?
Yes. So you're gonna use 1 essence, and then use the total of your dice pool for willpower.
Okay.
So
and is that the willpower I have left or the willpower I have
Generally.
generally? And how do I calculate willpower typically?
It's on your character sheet, I think. Hold on, let me double check. It is on the bottom of the character sheet, but let me see. Willpower is resolve plus composure.
Resolve plus composure.
So that's 3. You have a total of 3. And then
Okay,
plus
that makes
1
more
essence.
sense.
So you're gonna use 1 essence. And then
So
roll
I
the
mean,
dice pool for your willpower.
So 3 dice, and then I use 1 essence.
Yes, pretty much. By the way, Crystal,
All
you want to
failures.
come in here?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So what form do I take?
You take, you know, you don't exactly go into your wolf form. You actually are able to transform, but it wasn't correct. It was the Daru form. So you are Wolfman.
Okay.
To
Okay,
which
that's
it does
fine.
add to your speed, so it's not that bad. It's just
Yeah.
you're now a wolf
He's gonna
man.
look down. He's gonna look down and he's gonna be like, I'm glad I put on my pants. Gonna put his phone in his pocket. And he's just gonna book it.
Okay.
So does my stamina go up in this, or am I still have like human stamina?
Pretty much your speed. So pretty much on your character sheet, as you can see, there is different things that go up on the Daru form. A Dalru, whatever. So your strength would go up, your stamina goes up by 1, manipulation goes down by 1, size goes up by 1, defense, initiative stay the same, speed goes up by 1, your armor does not change, and your perception goes up by 2.
Speed equals strength plus dexterity. So strength and then my
Also-
dexterity.
if anybody sees you, you will induce lunacy.
7. Oh, fine.
Well, any human.
I don't know why I put my speed as 12. My speed is 7. What the hell? Oh, plus 5. That's why. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just going to run as fast as I can. I don't know about the lunacy thing. I'm not going to...
Yeah. That's only if somebody sees you. So.
Yeah.
So.
But
give me one
since
second.
Jason does not know about the lunacy, he will not worry about it.
Yep.
Whew. Alright. Interesting how events
Princess said I'm
happen.
going to go get food. Don't die while I'm gone. I didn't die.
Wait a minute.
I got
Come-
laid.
Come back. I was like, you can come in here now. But.
She said that
So-
before you said that the first time.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, so that being said, it takes you at least about takes you 25 minutes to get over there because you are booking it. Thankfully, nobody saw you. Not one single, you didn't notice at least that anybody saw you. And you didn't hear any screaming or anything, so everything should be fine. And so, shall we kind of explain what the fuck happened? Or do we just kind of want to... Okay.
I mean,
We don't have to explain
personally,
everything, but...
So,
I can explain it from Jason's point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jason comes back to the reservation, to which he hears Hatham scream out, "Jason! Blanco! Quinn! Somebody!" So
there's
Jason,
screaming involved.
Jason runs into action and runs through
Everything broke.
Hatham's door, busts it open, and
Yeah.
still in his Wolfman form, and sees, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Hatham being, Hatham pinning down a vampire,
holding
holding a
sword.
vampire,
Yeah.
and then the vampire lunges at Jason. Jason leans back, throws a hook, hits the vampire right in the jaw. Vampire runs into a wall. His knuckles are starting to bleed. Blanco and Hatham are already inside, and they pin down the vampire. And while the vampire is pinned, Hatham screams, "Jason, I need your blood!" So then Jason goes and punches a wall until his knuckles are profusely bleeding, then takes his fist and rubs it on the lips of the vampire like a big beefy piece of lipstick. And she then bites his hand, to which Jason realizes he's into that as she's sucking his essence out. Well. That didn't mean it like that, but you know,
Oh no.
it works. And he passes out and needs new pants, and that's all Jason remembers.
Yeah.
That's
So, with you, Quinn, you had been gone for a while, and it had taken you a bit to get back to the reservation as well. Pretty much where we left off with, pretty much Jason ended up passed out. He is sitting inside of the same, well, basically the that Hatham has been staying in. He's passed out, just left on the couch. He's bleeding still because nobody has wrapped him. Hatham
Okay.
is pretty much. I assume that you're still with Jessica. I think that's where you left it
Yeah.
off. Okay, and that or where we left it off. Quinn, it's been a while. It's been a while. So you are coming into this. You're coming into this seeing that there seems to be some awkwardness as you're walking back towards where pretty much where everybody was at one point. Spaz still you have not seen Spaz or Lily. And so you are walking inside of the trailer that Hatham has been staying in. Because you do know he was there at some point, and yeah. So, Hatham, what are you doing?
I'm in the back currently talking to Jessica because of the series of events that just happened. So I'm not even really worried about the fact that somebody just came inside.
Okay. Is there anything off about the place? Like, has this place been destroyed or?
Well,
no, just looks normal.
Pretty much walking into the trailer, there's straight up just a living room right inside the door. And pretty much Jason is laying there with his hand bleeding out. He's just laying there.
Oh.
There's no sign of Blanco.
Jason's had a good night.
But there's no sign of Blanco, and there's no sign of Hatham. But yeah, he's bleeding on the couch.
Oh. Seeing that his hand is bloody, Quinn is gonna, look Jason up and down and go, "What the fuck did you get yourself into?" Sort of glancing at his hand.
He does not respond. He is still cast out.
Oh.
The horny got him.
And I don't see Hatham anyway. The horny got him.
There's like another little bedroom, but
are there like cabinets where I can bandages?
You can roll a perception, see if you can find anything.
Excuse me. Perception is what is perception again?
It's investigation and wits.
Investigation and wits. Yeah, I do 5. It's like, I think I roll 5.
Rajay, look at chat.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
2 successes.
2 successes? Okay. So, after scrounging around, trying to find anything to bandage him with, you end up finding in one of the little cabinets, you find a little first aid kit. And so,
nice.
Now the question is, why don't you roll an intelligence medicine to see if you can actually bandage this correctly?
Intelligence and medicine. Oh shit. Oh hey, I forgot I put one in medicine. No. 4 and a 1.
No.
I got
no.
Oh my god!
Y'all.
Is Jason gonna die?
No, he's not gonna
From
fucking
that,
die.
come
Let
Um,
the coon pants man just sleep it off. He'll be alright.
So, Jason,
He just bleeds out.
on. He does not.
Quinn,
No, very happy.
you look at the bandage. You look at it, and then you look at his hand, and so you very, very messily kind of not even tie it, just kind of wrap it around, but not even tightly enough. It's still kind of loose, and it's still bleeding through, and it's bleeding everywhere, and it's not stopping anything.
How bloody is his hand? Like, how much blood is...
That's what I'm trying to figure out because
Is there like a pool of blood forming on whatever surface that he has his hand on?
like,
Pretty much.
Unless she hit like a
Because-
fucking I don't know.
There's like I'm assuming that she bit like right here. Did you know that you bleed the most from your hands and your feet?
No.
Oh no.
You actually do. It's actually true. I didn't know it, but it's actually true. Anywhere else you don't, I mean, unless you hit an artery or something, like you don't bleed as much as compared to your hands and your feet. And it looks a lot more intense than what it could be. But yeah. Also, he's hairy as fuck. Because he's a wolf man. He's a wolf man.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
got
gross!
blood?
Like the blood is getting caught on my fur and like getting all congealed. Ew.
Uh-huh.
Skyrim werewolf.
Damn
that's like
it,
a Garu.
bro,
Quinn, what would you
she's
like
just
to
gonna
do?
go, damn it, I tried. She goes, damn it, I tried. And then she just takes a seat, where, at the nearest available free chair and just starts scrolling on her phone. Like, occasionally
Wow.
looking over to make sure he's like, breathing, but... She doesn't think she's certain he's not gonna die from a hand wound. Like, that's gonna stop bleeding eventually, right?
So,
I do not want Quinn as my nurse.
I got you, Jason. I got you.
Listen, Quinn's much better at the doing of the injuring than the fixing of the
Much better at
injuring.
taking life than saving it. Yeah, I got you.
So, Hatham, you were sitting in the room with a really freaked out, kind of bloody, Jessica, who's sitting on the floor, very concerned. What did I do? What?
Listen.
Is this how it's
before you
always
freak
gonna
out-
be?
No, it is not how it's always gonna be, but that's pretty common for the first time, depending on where you're at and what you're doing. Back when I was turned, I killed a whole platoon of men. Yeah, because whenever you're first turned, you need to feed. And I asked my friend Jason, who's in the living room, to give me some blood, and he was like, okay. And you drank. I mean, there's no real other way to slice it up, but that's pretty common for your first time. But now that you've drunk for your first time, you have to keep in mind to stay on top of it.
My audio died. No. I can't hear anything. Son of a bitch. Okay, what did you
Sydney?
say? I didn't hear anything. Something about...
So when she asked like, "What did I do?" I was like, "Calm down. This basically happens to everybody their first time. That frenzy that you experienced was intense hunger, and when it happened to me, I killed a whole platoon of men. I was thirsty. I just woke up and it was violent and angry, and I couldn't control myself because it was overwhelming, sort of like what just happened to you. But that's like a lot of people's experience with their turning. Actually, that's everybody. You wake up thirsty. But don't worry. I asked my friend Jason to give you some blood, which we had to wrestle you a bit to, get into you so you wouldn't kill anybody. But we got it into you. Now you just have to stay on top of it, which I will help you do. Like I said, I usually feed off of deer and animals, or on the few times I've done it, consensually through somebody else. That's, on a more rare occasion, but I usually stick to the animals.
You see that she looks away. Is your friend alright?
Yeah, he's fine. After we, unlatched you from his arm, he moaned, passed out, and, dark spot, formed on his pants. So, safe to say he enjoyed what happened. Hatham says with a smile on his face.
Oh. I'm glad I could help then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Quinn, do me a favor real quick. Can you roll a perception?
I thought you had like blood like down the fucking front of your face for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I get where you know trying to be in character. That's a little
Yeah, that'd be great for Halloween though.
No. 8 is a success, right?
Yeah.
3 successes, one of them a crit.
Okay. So, did you roll the 10 again? Or did you roll another d10?
Yeah, that was the third.
Okay.
That was the third success.
Okay. So, Quinn, as you're kind of like glancing over at Jason, from what you can see, he has like 2, like on his hand through the blood, you can kind of see the holes on his hand that he's been bit by something. And it specifically looks familiar. And so, also, yeah. Also, as you're kind of idly sitting there kind of looking at him, and then there's a bit of silence. You can hear murmuring, like talking, in another room.
Okay. Well, noticing this now, she's gonna, at first I glance back and forth between fucking Jason in the other room, and I get up, and I go to where I hear the voices, and I open the door. Well, okay, I knock, but then I open the door without waiting for a response, and immediately,
As soon as I hear a knock, I like lean my head back to look at the door.
and I peek in and I say, Hatham, did you just feed on Jason?
No.
Quinn, from what you can see, there
But
is...
you might want to come in so I can...
From what you can see, there is a woman. There's a woman that looks like the woman that's in References, I believe. Yes, References. And it is right before the altar.
Oh, okay.
That's how she
The chick with the black hair.
Black hair, brown, big eyes. She's wearing a shirt similar like that. It's black, it's cut. She actually has a cross, like a necklace of a cross, on her as well. And she looks real freaked out. Well, not freaked out, but like nervous.
Quinn's gonna come in and close the door behind her.
You guys
Going
just
to
left
say-
Jason.
Yeah, I mean, is he at least bandaged up now?
No, bro.
I mean,
he has like a shit.
Very, very sloppily bandaged. Like, the bandages are probably soaking up some of the blood, but, like, if he moves, those bandages are falling off.
Yeah.
Catwoman quesadilla.
Nah, he...
No, Quinn comes in, closes the door behind her, and says, "What the fuck did you do?"
So, everything that happened was consensual, but this is somebody I've known for a very long time, but, just turned her tonight. You see Jason in there, passed out. I asked him to give some blood for her first feeding, because, you know, you need that right after you turn. He willingly did. And, yeah, now he moaned, came in his pants, passed out, and was moved there.
Well, that's what that mess was.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just turning your friends to recruit them for our little, bitch
Well,
problem?
She works at the club. She's worked for me for a long time, and
Okay.
I told her who I am,
Uh-huh.
who the lady was. Uh, told her to meet here tonight, so I could explain it all to her, and I, told her about the risks and ways to sort of circumnavigate some of those risks if she wanted to, and she said yes, she would like for me to turn her.
So, from what you can see, Quinn, she's slowly nodding.
Okay, well, this is an interesting turn of events.
Yeah.
Suppose I should actually introduce myself. I say, turning to the lady, "Hi, my name is Quinn. And you are
My name's Jessica.
Jessica." Okay. Well, nice to meet you, Jessica, I guess. Bitch who took your bar owes me money, so I'm in on this whole shindig, so.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. By the way, Blanco's mad. He threw a temper tantrum. He also tried to punch Jessica in the face, which I stepped in front of. Told him to go take care of Jason, which he took him in there. I don't know if he patched him up, but I tried
No,
to.
I patched up Jason.
Oh, you did? That's good. At
Yeah.
least he's sleeping happily, and I guess
Yeah.
fine.
Wait,
But,
so we don't know where Blanco went.
he went into one of the rooms back there, but tried to explain to him the situation because he's just like us, but he refused to listen to me, even though he participated in the whole event. But I've tried to tell him that this is a friend. He said, no friend because hurt Jason. And I said, well, if she's not a friend, then I guess we're not friends, to try to get him to come to his senses. And no, he wasn't having it. So I told him I was disappointed in him for not listening and trying to understand. And I walked away. I'm not going to sit there and argue with him when he witnessed all the events.
Oh jeez. Yeah, maybe letting him see that wasn't the best idea. I get the sense Blanco doesn't really understand nuance. Love the kid. I love that man to death, but nuance is not his strong point, and
I don't think
he did technically hurt Jason, so
consensually,
yeah.
But I don't think Blanco quite understands that.
No.
I tried to
No.
explain to him, that's what he did when he turned, but he wasn't hearing it. So, I just let him go through it. Jess, one should get you cleaned up. Two, I should probably also go check on Jason. Sleepy boy. And, yeah, I'd also check my phone to see what time it is.
It is currently... It's currently about... Okay. It's about 11. Getting close to 11:30.
Okay. Okay, the night is still young. I stand up, dust myself off, and I offer my hands to Jessica to help her up.
She like hesitates for a moment, and then she like reaches up and grabs your hand and pulls herself up.
All right. So, I'm assuming I have drawers with like clothes there, at least from other people on the reservation, right? Like there's something for me to dress into. I give her some of my stuff and I like point her in the direction of the shower, like go ahead, get yourself cleaned up because I don't think you want to walk around with stained blood on you for the rest of the night. And yeah, whenever you finish, you can just come sit back down in here, and I'm gonna go tend to Jason real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go out there and check on Wolf Boy to see what's up with him.
I'm trying to find like the right music for this, and I'm having a hard time.
Oh shit! Invite me to a listening party.
I did. There's literally
What's
right
in?
there. I just added
Word?
everybody.
Oh, okay.
All you gotta do is hover over the BC and then join.
Yeah, if you join, if you just play on Spotify what they're playing, it'll go through their playlist and like it won't switch to whatever she's listening to. She just
No,
That's
you
not
have to
true.
hit the button next to it. Just listen along with.
Oh, I just noticed a little man right there, a little dude.
Yeah,
Doofus. Anyway.
Fucking
my
idiot.
Spotify doesn't want to work.
Shut up,
properly.
horny werewolf man with coom in his
Hey,
hand.
hey, not cool.
Coom in his
Not cool.
pants.
It's fine.
I said coom.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Do I think I would notice the blood still, pooling from his hand. And
Pretty
the,
much.
I
It's
did a shit job.
yeah, and the
That-
shoddy bandage job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I go over there. I'm like, Jesus, what the hell? And I use my old years of military experience, field patching to go in, like, get them done right.
Do you have anything in medicine?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I feel like
Why
you would
don't
know
you?
that he fought in a couple wars.
Yes, but like, doesn't mean you're good at it.
Oh my god.
So why don't you do this? I'll give you this. Do an intelligence and wits roll.
Okay. Intelligence wits. All right, let's see if I can get you right, Jason. Roll. D10. Well, I don't think I need to roll anymore, but I'll do it for the fuck of it. But yeah, I got a 10, 9, 9, 4, 4, 1, 4.
These are bussin'.
Bussin'?
Damn.
Okay.
Nice.
That looks good.
White chocolate and raspberry meringue drops, bro. This shit making me cool.
So, Hatham, you definitely fix up that shit real quick. You do it perfect. Like, there is no blood leaking. That shit is not, like, turning completely red real quick. Like, you wrapped enough to, like, be able to sustain him for a while, at least until he gets up. And there's no more blood dripping on the floor.
Alright. Does the reservation... Would I know, since I've been, there for like two days and walked around a bit, would I know if there's a farm on the reservation?
A farm.
Yeah, like with livestock, some animals or something, like chickens, fucking, ducks, cows, anything.
I mean,
Just,
there is a forest right behind the reservation. There is also livestock, but I don't know if the peeps would actually be okay with you eating their livestock.
true that.
Not really a farm either. It's more of like some chickens, stuff like that, like little like farm animals, nothing major.
Yeah. Shit. Well, I think to myself, like, shit, I gotta feed soon. Shoulders. Jessica, I need to get her fixed soon. Shit, Quinn, do you know of a quick source of Vitae nearby, or in the city or anything? Do you have like a guy for that, or?
Around here, I mean, last time I needed Vitae, I just went into the forest. But
Same.
if we're looking for more sustainable, I don't know that I do. a lot of times, when I need Vitae, I just kind of, I'm a little bit sneaky about it. I don't really have a ghoul, per se, or someone I go to.
You just gave me the perfect idea. The ghouls, you know, we can.
You're right. They are back there, aren't they?
Yeah. Larkin, that is right. Look, I can't remember verbatim
That's
what
back.
the ghouls said, but they did say that we could feed off of them.
Yeah. That's so okay. So yeah, they pretty much made a deal with you. If you were able to clear out the actual ghosts and stuff of the house, then
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're really hungry, but I do know I need to feed. So, cause you know, I can feel a little peckish, and I want to make sure that she's good and full. So, because she's she's a newborn now.
Yeah.
That we don't have any accidents, and it's my job now to feed her.
Yeah. You know, I'm fine for a couple of days, so I'm good to just stay here with Jason and wait till he wakes up.
Matter of fact, let's see if we can wake him up. Is there any salt? Is there any salt in like the kitchen?
yes. I would assume that it would have salt.
It's not quite the same, but if I put some in my hand, I put it near his nose. It has a shot of working. Let's see. And I put some salt in my hand. I mash it down a little bit, grind it together, and I put it real close to his nose, make sure it smells salt.
Quinn is watching this just utterly confused.
Jason is watching this from an out of body experience, being like, "What the fuck, man?"
Listen, I can feel your eyes just piercing into my back. You learn some things when you fight in, multiple wars.
What did you learn?
Yeah, learn salt wakes up people when they're unconscious.
Makeshift smell of salt.
Okay.
Table salt?
Yes, Morton's table salt.
Sorry, you can fucking ignore me. Oh my fucking.
Can I get an answer? Can I get a willpower for that? Can I?
What are you rolling? That's the question. You're rolling for salt?
No. I was making a joke because something asinine like that coming out of my mouth, Ellie would have gave me an inspiration. But
No.
yeah,
No.
yes, you would have.
No.
Why salt?
I mean, shit, I don't got fucking salt, so why not fucking improvise some shit? I'm trying to wake up a fucking.
Salt?
What do you want me? What do you want me to? No, I didn't put it in your nose. I put it near your nose, right there.
What I said, near my nose.
What do y'all want me to do? Smack the shit out of a sleeping werewolf?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that would have been more reasonable. That would be more reasonable than putting salt in his nose.
after. Hey, what that song? Hey,
I'm sorry.
I was. After seeing that, it's just leading to salt going down the back of Jason's nostrils. Nathan's like, well, gotta do this the old-fashioned way. He warms up his hands a little bit. Quinn.
Is it really? What?
This is just to wake him up. No maliciousness behind this. He reaches back his hand and he just smacks the shit out of Jason.
Do you want to roll? You want to roll a strength for it?
Fuck it, let's roll strength for it.
Strength brawl.
And as he's doing this,
Strength and
Quinn
brawl.
is going to say, well, given what you said about the stain on his pants, I'm guessing that he might not exactly be opposed to this.
I got a 9, an 8, a 6, 3, 2, 1.
Jason.
2 success.
Oh, Jason.
The stain on his pants grows bigger. No, I'm kidding.
That's about what we expected.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Jason, you are in a deep sleep, real comfortable, but all of a sudden you feel a disturbance in the air and on your face, and it hurts
There's
really bad.
disturbance in the force.
As
The
soon as
disturbance on your
you
face. I love that.
as you feel that smack on your face, your eyes shoot open. What is
Okay. So, as he gets life, he's like,
Oh, you're allowed
and
to
his
listen to
hand
music.
moves, and the bandages fall off, and he starts bleeding again.
No, I got it. Tight. You fuck
bandages
up.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize
Yeah.
bandages.
Had Hatham not fixed them, yes.
I did a damn good job fixing you up, Skipper.
Sorry, I didn't know you fixed my bandages. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wakes up, he moves it, he jolts his hand, bandages don't come off,
Uh-huh.
and he's just like, I'm still hairy.
You are. Okay, so Jason, you remember when you gave her some blood? You know, you.
I'm gonna look over and see Jessica, and I'm immediately just gonna and grab I'm assuming there's a lamp nearby, like a table lamp.
Yes. Yes.
He's gonna
Jason.
grab that and yank it off the wall and hold.
Jason, calm your dumb ass down.
I was like, you see this woman who's holding her clothes. Like, dear God.
Jason, calm the fuck down.
Oh my
I asked you
gosh.
to give her blood. You did. You came in your pants, moaned, and passed out.
It's like a time tonight. All right.
Alright. Do you want some pants?
I can walk back to my trailer. Man without the clothes. What is your name?
Jessica?
I'm Jason. Hi. I was the blood donor.
I love that. That's fucking hilarious.
I see the situation's died down. I'm gonna step out. Change this. I don't know about this, but I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna come back. Please don't feed on anybody while I'm gone.
She's not. Don't worry. That was
Also,
her.
how was your
Hey.
jaw?
You know, it hurts a little, but, I'm fine. But I'm sorry about what happened. I couldn't
Honestly,
control myself.
With everything I've seen tonight, I'm not too worried about it.
Alright,
Oh, you've
Jason,
been having
go
a fun
change.
night, huh?
It's a bit of mix. It's been a mix.
It's
for
been
sure.
a mix,
Been a
okay.
mix.
We got a little
Wow.
trip tonight, bud.
Interesting.
I just got back from a trip. I
Uh,
need to recover.
Oh, don't worry. You just coming. You're just coming with keep company. Don't worry. By the way, since you did suffer such a major hand injury, Gymshark shopping spree on me.
Do you try to fix all your problems by buying people shit?
Look at Jason.
I am
would
not
you
going to complain.
exactly? Alright, but yeah, no, we just gotta take a little trip back to the not haunted house anymore. But yeah,
Okay, how long is Jason going to be in this form?
Pretty much it's a choice. It's pretty much a choice, so if you want to change back.
That way.
Okay, so then that's
Jason does not know that.
Get fucked, Jason.
No, it's just like an at will thing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say.
You know what? I'll roll for it. Fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna roll a d12 and say that's how many hours he's gonna be in that form.
I was gonna say, did you want to roll or did you want me to roll it?
I mean, you can roll. I rolled as well.
I rolled a d12.
Whichever one you want to. I rolled a d12 as well. I got a 10.
I got a 7.
Gonna be in it for a while.
Oh, shit. Well,
Okay. So, y'all.
yeah,
Mhm.
I was gonna face Quinn. I was like, so, there were 2 additions I wanted to add to my order. So hopefully, something these 2 things shouldn't be too hard to come by and shouldn't be too much more difficult on your person. But pair of extra strength handcuffs. And the second thing is a silencer for that shotgun I got. Well, shotgun that I'm buying. Yeah, I know. It's a weird combination, but you need the money from her. I'd rather use a silencer, in my fucking club, as to not freak out all the party goers and patrons of the night. And handcuffs to restrain her after I blow back both of her fucking kneecaps.
Okay.
As Crystal sits here and Googles how much each of our.
First of all, Gage is gonna fucking kill me. Because he's already looking for way more ammo than
Normally.
usual.
Yeah. Good to stockpile, because you never know when you're gonna have a vampiric army on your doorstep.
Yeah. Second of all, I neither supply the police nor am I a sex shop. I don't sell handcuffs.
I mean, I just thought, since you seem like you're a very resourceful person, that you could get something if somebody really needed it. You know what I mean? It's not a slight to you. It's one of those people, who just sort of has like everything. Like everybody has that guy. I don't have my guy yet, but I guess I would say you're like you're my girl with the gun.
Uh-huh.
Now I just need the guy.
Are you trying to compliment her? I don't know what.
I'm just trying.
I'm not
Jason,
entirely
standing
sure.
there. I thought you were gonna go change your pants.
No, this is Eli asking. Are you
Oh.
complimenting her?
Oh, no, it's just like he's trying to be politically correct.
Oh, okay.
He's sort of sitting there like his eyes are sort of squinted. He's like, I guess you'd be the girl with the gun, but also I need the guy, But yeah,
Okay.
it's been a night, and it's only been like 3 hours.
And moreover, the fact that you think you can silence a shotgun
You can.
tells me that you don't know much about guns.
No, you can. It is true. It is
You
factual.
can well,
Well, yeah, suppressor, silencer, same thing, different name.
To be fair, to be fair to Hatham, suppressing in a nightclub that is bumping is the same thing as silencing.
True.
I will give Hatham that.
Yeah. But while you're looking into that for me, if you don't mind, also, just
Let
text
me
me.
text Gage.
Yeah, just text me however much I owe you. I'm good for it. I'm gonna go
Usually
check.
usually people who buy shotguns are doing it for show.
Oh, well, I mean, I am gonna show.
Yeah,
Sure.
you would have had better luck with a handgun or and she goes off and lists a whole bunch of models of guns that she typically sells silencers with.
Yeah,
Just rapid fire listing a bunch of.
Also, I don't know if you usually carry something on you, but this is of course a few nights away, but you might want to grab your yourself something or two for when the big night comes.
You know, I've got a few guns at home. I might just go change them out, and we'll see what we can do about the silencer thing.
Yeah.
Or suppressor.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna go check on her and make sure she's okay, and then I guess I'll make a trip with well, I don't know if you're coming along, but trip to the ghoul house and dragging Jason and her along so me and her can feed.
Sure, I guess if everyone's going.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know where Spaz and Lily are. I haven't seen them tonight. Go ahead.
so, while you guys were having this whole discussion, pretty much Jessica had gone into basically to go take a shower. And after about 5-10 minutes, she comes out dressed up in the garments that you pretty much had that you gave to her. It's pretty baggy on her, by the way. It's very baggy. And she looks very awkward. Like, she's not uncomfortable, but just awkward because she's nervous. And so are y'all gonna just start heading to the mansion again?
Sure.
I'm gonna text Gage first.
Okay.
And say, hey, I know you usually don't get requests for shotgun silencers, but the client has requested a shotgun silencer, for that order I gave you.
You quickly see the text bubble.
Uh-huh.
And then the response is, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
Listen, normally I would say no, but let's just say we have a common interest to this client and I want to keep him happy.
You owe me big, all I'm saying. And he puts a smiley face.
Fair enough. And I put a smiley face as well.
This is the most wholesome interaction between weapons dealers I could ever imagine.
Smiley face, XOXO. See you later, bud.
Yeah.
Alright.
So.
Describe Jason's fit while we're all walking in the woods towards the ghoul house.
He's got the first pair of joggers he could find, no shoes, no shirt, just wool.
Oh, I mean, I respect it. It.
But he's got some stretchy joggers because he's that's the only thing he could think would fit over his slightly more massive form.
Okay. So pretty much you all start heading towards the mansion. Kind of just ever so slightly going based off memory. And so
Yeah.
you walk out of the reservation. Also, Jason, roll perception.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
Okay. Jason, following pretty much all of the vampires, you can't help but feel eyes on you. And specifically
Actually, hold on.
looking... Oh,
Sorry, make that 4 successes.
okay. So, as you're looking around, because you can kind of feel somebody staring at you, you look around and you see that some of the other wolves from the reservation that are still standing outside and just vibing, they're watching you. And they're also very confused as to why you're walking around full-blown, just not even being inconspicuous at all.
He's gonna turn, he's gonna be like, hey! How you doing?
Oh my gosh.
That's
And
so
so-
funny. That's
Y'all, oh god, excuse me. Y'all make your way towards the house. And give me 1 second while I do something. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted.
you.
As you are walking up to this building, which you were lucky enough to find again, it took about maybe 10 minutes to make it to the location. And so, as you are walking up, as decrepit and disgusting as it did when you guys first got there, but the only difference is that at the moment, as you are walking up to this house and getting a better look, there seems to be what looks to be pretty much somebody who's near the front door, specifically kind of on the inside, kind of looking into the house. And why don't you all roll a perception?
When I see that, I put my hand in my pocket and like just hold my switchblade like in my fucking pocket, cause you know like who the fuck is like who's that? But perception is
Oh
2
shit!
successes.
there's rolls. There it is.
I got more than 2.
Nice.
Okay. So,
So
Two
I got.
successes.
You're gonna not believe this. I got 4 successes, 2 of which were critical successes, and then I immediately rolled 2 critical.
2 critical failures.
The world is at balance.
okay. What did you roll, Hatham?
I got 2 successes, which are 2 8s.
Okay. Hatham, you can tell that that is a woman standing, like, kind of looking inside of the place, and you can tell because of her hair. Jason, that woman specifically is wearing, this is Hatham and Quinn, this woman is wearing a dark, like a black dress. And also, from what you two hear specifically, you hear screaming. You hear screaming coming in from inside the house. And as you guys approach this, the woman who's standing at the door turns and looks to all of you. And she looks, Jason, from what you recall from the event you went to earlier, she looks very similar to a lot of how the other crone look.
Jason's
Wow, I'm
gonna like focus especially on staying in the Dalu form.
And Quinn, that specific person who's standing right by the door, they're wearing a similar outfit to what, somewhat similar to what that one meeting was about. What they were wearing.
Mm-hmm.
God.
This not gonna lie, this looks like a fight.
You see this woman as she
yeah,
looks at all of you and is like, she looks kind of wary, but she doesn't know how to react per se. Because she didn't think that there would be anybody here. Or at least she looks like she probably didn't think anyone would come out here because it's freaking a forest and it's out in the middle of nowhere.
So sort of under my breath, I'm gonna be like, Quinn, do you have a gun on you?
I'm not fighting
I'm
for.
just saying, do you or do you not? So we have, just in case.
Quinn's gonna like pat down her pockets. And she'll look a little bit confused. And then she says, "Oh, I think I left it in the car."
Haytham takes it one of his hands.
Wait,
and
pause.
Hold up, give me a second. Give me 1 second real quick. Hold up.
Is that music an accurate reflection?
What do you mean?
I'm asking Larkin, is the music an accurate reflection of the vibe right now? Or is that okay.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. This is kind of a nervous moment. This is all very nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it.
Haytham, wait a minute, hold on, my audio died. Fuck. Son of a bitch! Ah! I'm sorry! Ah! Fuck! Fuck! Oh my god. So, Haytham, from what you can tell, you get the feeling that like you think about this for a second. And you're like, wait a minute. Quinn constantly refers to the fact that she's very good with guns and that she's a gun salesperson, right? So why wouldn't she be packing?
Yeah.
That makes sense to you.
You fucking Quinn, what the fuck? You always have a gun. You are a gun salesman. You need a gun to do your business. What's up with
Just
you?
because I sell the guns doesn't mean I have one in my pocket the
That
whole
doesn't
time.
make any sense. You've even talked about how good you are and how you're always packing. Where the fuck is your gun? Yo, what's up?
Yo, I told you it's in
Jason,
the car.
what is your reaction right now? What are you doing?
He is trying to figure out if he saw that person at the party. And then he starts thinking about Essence, so he gets distracted.
Fuck up. Listen, okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
Jason, Gwen, Jessica.
What?
I think our best move is to fucking go, because there's screams in there, and there's somebody at that door. I'm not in any shape to really be fighting anybody right now.
Yeah. We don't
Jason
know how
isn't.
many. We don't know how many of them are there anyway. We should.
Jason, why the fuck are you staring at her? Are you?
What?
You know her or something? Oh,
What did you say?
I was asking
I said what?
As you speak out loud, this woman finally decides to react, taking it as a threat. And you know what? I want all of you to roll initiative.
Fuck, what's
you-
initiative? It's a specific mod, isn't it?
So it's a specific mod.
It's
And
Dex
then-
plus Composure.
Dex, Composure, and you're gonna also roll the number. What is it? Is that it? Oh fuck me! My mouse died. Fuck's sake! Just tell me what your thing is.
I got a 10, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The total.
Oh,
The
32.
total, yeah. I don't think you re-roll the 10s on.
Yeah, you don't re-roll the tens. You're just rolling the
Oh,
total.
then I got a 30.
It's a 30.
Yeah.
26.
My total is 26.
Okay.
Oh,
Jason?
9, 10, 17, 24.
Damn.
Okay. Hey, it's fine. Jason can go last. He's gonna run in and punch me the fuckers at the last.
Yeah. Jason, I don't think that's the best idea, You have a fucked up hand.
I have 2 hands. I have 2 hands and 2 feet.
Give me 1 second while I roll.
I am just down 1 limb. I also have elbows, bro. It's Muay Thai is called the art of 8 limbs for a reason. You can lose 1 and still have 7.
So, we'll say. Okay. So let me see what everybody was. So 26, 30, 37. Oof. Okay, so now I guess I'm first. Okay, so this woman.
Fun.
This woman is going to cast something. Give me 1 second while I pull up that shit real quick so I can figure out what the fuck it is. So she is going to cast something, which, by the way, only one of you have seen before. So right beneath you, because you're from each other, right beneath Quinn. Wait, are you all standing kind of next to each other, or is there like...
I would assume
separated?
so.
Quinn has started to back away.
I'm like, I got like a hand in front of Jeff, falling in the suit of like backing up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like as we were talking about leaving, Quinn was like taking big steps back, like, yes, come on.
So she's gonna cast pretty much, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why are you counting up so high? I don't like that.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if she actually hits at all. You know, I probably shouldn't have started a fight right before. Like, the session's almost done, but fuck it.
I mean, we can just end on a cliffhanger and come back to it.
That is true.
Yeah, we can come back next week to calling everybody into the fight.
Would you like to do that, guys?
Yeah.
Huh?
There we go.
I
Okay,
have
would you
no
guys
like-
intention to fight. Me and Jessica are skedaddling the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
mean,
what y'all got
Quinn
going
is
on.
intending to run as well, but
Jason has no intention to run.
I was honestly wanting to like get back before we ended, but if y'all want to end, then we can end.
yeah.
Yeah, Jason has no intention to run, mainly because he doesn't want the
Whatever you
What?
said,
You cut out.
because he doesn't want the vampires to follow us back.
Oh.
I don't think they'd be dumb enough to. And
I
if they
don't know.
did, there's a
Jason
whole-
doesn't think like that. Jason just sees danger and he's like, take care of it now.
You see, this is why he's Jason Statham.
He's a himbo until it comes to protecting others, and then he's like just full on.
We'll just end,
Valiant man.
and then hopefully next week we have Blanco, maybe, I don't know, and Spaz, so then they can also be part of this, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He just got here. He just got here. No.
His ass is sitting in Vice City.
I'm on my fucking phone, damn it, get off my balls! I left all my food on site, I'm pissed!
I've
Oh,
done it before,
no.
you'll be alright.
Oh no.
There's nothing here to eat besides frozen pizza and half-baked bullshit that they said that they wouldn't touch. I bought it and they're like, ah, fuck it, it's mine now.
Perfect. Frozen pizza.
Damn,
So
dude.
after going through the packages, having a rather angry
And
conversation
he ruined
with
my
my mother,
cropping.
and making a cinnamon toast crunch
Well, it's okay because we're
that's all I'm gonna
ending.
eat for the next 6 hours. I'm fucking here. Who made a decision on my behalf? Let me know now.
The Now Here King, I'm sorry that I've ignored you this whole time. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to acknowledge anybody. Oh, no, not you. Not you.
I would
Not
prefer
you.
that.
Not you. I mean the person in the stream. I'm sorry. I've not been trying to ignore you. It's just because whenever I'm fucking doing this shit, I get when I'm running the session, I get hella distracted, and so I'm not looking at the chat the whole time. But yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm hydrating now.
Oh.
I also
The
did 4
hydrates.
hydrates at the beginning.
What? When?
Just
At the very beginning.
Man, I came in here
Don't-
yelling. I
don't
really am in a
trust
bad
him.
mood.
Right now.
No, I really did.
Ayo,
Okay.
Ayo. All of you stop talking. I'm the only one with important information right now. Blanco.
What?
Yes.
What?
Blanco. I fucked Essence.
I'm going for 1 session, and y'all are.
I didn't try. I didn't
yeah,
try.
there was no try.
succeeded.
There was a.
You know, if I was there, that pussy would not have been gotten.
Oh, nowhere.
Exactly.
It
That's why it was a
wouldn't
Sorry.
private
have
session.
happened.
It was a private session.
It was a private session, yeah.
Damn, you did better.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, I'm still
Actually,
upset.
can you give-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's one hell of a way to end a stream.
Like,
Yeah.
I really like that little thing of white rice is
You've
my
broken
soul-bound here, and
all
it's
my
gone.
cropping.
It's left
Sad.
on the fucking counter on my guard desk, and I'm pissed.
It's fine. Just end the stream, and we don't have to suffer with the broken cropping anymore.
I know.
Yeah, you know what?
Well,
Honest to God, go for it.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you, Ethan, for still coming. for trying his best. Yeah, it's all good, dude.
Yeah.
Traffic
so-
sucks ass with the Charlotte Festival shit.
I know. Alright,
Anyway,
dudes. So
whoever
I
the
will-
fuck is still watching at this point, you know damn well if you're not following and hitting the bell, you're doing something wrong with your life.
Also,
Six,
make sure you
like all this
follow-
content, more than 2 hours of you staring at a screen, and the best you can do is leave. What's
Also,
wrong
make
with
sure
you?
you
Damn.
follow all of the peoples involved.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Follow friggin' LED lights. That's Jason. Crystal Kelly. That is Quinn. We got Blanco, who is Lunar Law.
If
and
you
we
bully
have
me, I could stream.
and we've got Hatham as Vajay plays. And we
If you
will be
bully
back.
him, he won't
We
stream.
will be back next week on Friday, maybe, unless something changes. I don't know. Things happen. But yeah, make sure you follow the Discord and all that shit. It's linked underneath the stream. And yeah, that's where I'm the most active and where you'll get notifications for my shit too, besides hitting the bell. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys soon. I'm so inconsistent with my schedule right now. Don't fucking ask me about it. There's too much shit going on right now. I'm sorry. But I
You
promise.
know that's a fucking mood. I understand. Bye.
Bye, guys. Jeez.